This is MTK in the rear view at a home in San Antonio. We're back in the field. And now the dry season is beginning. Here in the middle of October and until possibly late November, we're expecting now no rain at all and things to start drying up. You'll notice the change in the color of the grass and in the size of the deer, who have grown significantly since this season began. It's now mid-October. The rains have stopped after literally the most prolific rains. The field is now drying out. The colors are changing, and the creek should have well dried up. And if it has, we're hoping that the frogs have survived. The fact that the water ran so high in this El Nino year of 2015 meant that the frogs were actually able to thrive. They grew from eggs into tadpoles and into full-on frogs. So now we could have frogs well into the winter. But this again is the Edwards Aquifer Recharge Zone. And you can see the change in color now, the brown grass leading into the yellowish green to the green, and there's really not much of the dark green left anymore. The creek, as you can see, has fully dried up. There's no rain in the forecast, and so this is the last of the drainage now. Those fish will die. But I see big waves down there, which implies that some frogs have survived. And that's what we want to see. If the amphibians survive, they generate another layer in the food chain. For us to be able to have frogs, which will continue, hopefully, to generate another level of the food chain, is a really big deal. But now comes the dry period. It's going to be dry and hot for a while. Birds have gone. Most of the passerines now have left this area, so we don't have the Tyrannus verticalis or the great kiskadee, which we enjoyed this summer. There are a couple of chickadees here, but of course the kiskadee we enjoyed this summer has moved on its way to South America. It is a passerine. Again, it's dried up, fully dried, you can see. These here are very, very dry. There we go, lots of fish. These fish will exist just as long as there's water here. That's what's going to happen. They don't have a choice in the matter. I mean, their environment will functionally disappear. Now, they are protein-filled little packets for birds and lizards and frogs. And the frogs lead to the snakes and so on. That is kind of what we're interested in about this year, the wettest year we've yet had.